Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, or if you are new and this is the first video you're watching from my channel, hello, and my name is Alyssa, and I do a lot of videos like tutorials, story times, challenges, motivational talks, and get ready with me's, of course. So if you would like to hear my story time today about when I was robbed in high school, then please keep watching. I've been really thinking about doing this for a while now because I know that there's a lot of other people who have experienced different tragic things like this, and so I think it's really important that it's talked about. I don't even know where to start. This is my story of when I was robbed at gunpoint. So when I was a senior in high school about 5 years ago, I was not alone in this circumstance. So I'll kind of fill in the beginning of the little story pieces here. I was working at a coffee shop in my hometown, and this coffee shop I am now back at. Not the same one, but the same company. I love being a barista, so that's kind of what I did. My senior year of high school, it was in February. It was a Wednesday, and it was around 7:30. Me and this girl, we were both seniors, so we grew up together. She was on her first or second day at the coffee shop. I've been there already, so I've already been like really trained or whatever, but we've never been trained on robberies. So I was doing the dishes. So like, here's our like little area, right? And so I was doing the dishes like over here, and the door is like right here in the front. And so I'm doing the dishes and my back is to the door, and she's like right here. Two people walk into the coffee shop, and she was like, Alyssa, Alyssa. And I'm like, what? Like, I turn and I look at her, and then I go back to doing dishes. And I thought she was just like trying to get my attention, but she didn't. I don't know, I was really confused. She says my name again, but it's like urgent. She's like, Alyssa, like trying to get my attention even more. Finally, I stop doing the dishes, and I look over at her, and I see something in the corner of my peripheral, and there's this two guys standing here, and one of them has a gun at her, and then when I finally turn around, he moves the gun to me, and I just got done doing the dishes, right? And I grab paper towels, and I literally start drying my hands off. There's a guy in a coffee shop with a gun, and I start drying my hands off. But I was very calm. I remember this day like it was like yesterday. It's creepy. I had dreams about it for like months. One of them was a taller one, and one of them was a shorter one. The taller one's the one that had the gun. So I'm going to say tall guy and short guy. So then the short guy comes around the counter, and he's standing like in between me and the other girl that's with me. And so I'm like taking the lead and trying to handle this situation very maturely, very calmly, like very appropriately, very professionally. You can't really be professional when you have a gun at your face. I kind of just went over to the toll, the money thing, and one of them was already put away, and so then we had the second one out, which was by the window. So then that just scared me. The air kicked on, and that just freaked me out. I don't like telling this story when I'm all home alone. It freaks me out. I get to the second window, and I tell, like, here's the whole toll. Like, I took out the whole drawer, and I set it on the counter, and I was like, here you go, like, you can take it. And he like laughed at me, and I was like really confused, and he was like, you don't have a bag? Like talking to me, and I'm like, I mean, there's a bag like in that other room. And I went to go, my freaking stupid self, I started backing up and going to go get a bag from the other room. And he was like, no. And so he got really antsy and like raised it up even higher, and I was like, oh my god. So I just started freaking out even more. So finally, the other guy that was still like behind us, he like went to the front and they grabbed the whole tool and they took off running out the door. But like before this all even happened, they had to have been standing like outside our windows because we didn't have mini blinds on our windows, so you couldn't see in. Like you could see in from the outside, but we couldn't see out from the inside. We literally had a customer 5 minutes before they walked in. Not even that, like 3 minutes. They literally had to have been like planning and watching us when they were gonna do it, like when it was gonna happen, which is what really freaks me out. You really never know like who's watching, and that's what's really creepy about it. Then the police came, they wanted to interview us for the news, and we were minors at the time, so of course, you know, our boss told them no, like whatever, that's fine. I didn't really want that kind of attention anyways. I was still really shaken up. I was like crying. And the crazy part about it is my boyfriend at the time was calling the store when we were being robbed. Like the phone was ringing while we were being robbed, and it was my boyfriend at the time, which is really freaky because like we were really having kind of relationship problems, and so he wasn't leaving me alone. And so when that was happening, I was like really freaked out. I was like, oh my God, he is calling me. What if he has something to, like, I was just like putting all the puzzle pieces together, but no, he had nothing to do with it. That's not why I'm saying about him. He just was calling, trying to get a hold of me during the robbery. And after that, my parents show up. My parents were like glad I was safe, nothing happened. Do want to say that if you're ever in those situations where you feel unsafe or you got robbed, or maybe someone tries to threaten you to steal something, or again robbed, in any circumstance, it's really important that you take action with yourself and be protective of yourself. Whether that's pepper spray, whether that's you know, like something on your keychain to kind of help protect you, an emergency button, a 911 thing, anything that you feel is going to keep you safe. Ever since then, I'm very cautious when I'm by myself. When I go to the store or when I go shopping, I make sure that I'm really looking around where I'm going, and I'm paying attention to who parks by my car and who's who. I'm very, very observant after that situation, and I'm very thankful that I'm very observant because I don't think I would have ever noticed anybody, like, you know, anything else going on. And now it allows me to kind of pay attention and be able to protect other people. That robbery really taught me to be calm. It really taught me that it's okay to do what you need to do for yourself. It's okay to be in defense classes. It's okay to take classes that are going to help protect you, boxing classes, karate, like anything like those things. It's important, and it's on you to want to protect yourself. It makes me question how many people have robbed and taken things and are still out there and are still doing the same things in different places to innocent people. And it disgusts me that people are doing that. But you know, you just kind of have to look out, and you have to watch, and you have to protect yourself. You have to protect other people you love and you care about, and that's all you can do. I just make sure I lock my doors. I make sure that I am paying attention to where I'm going, if, you know, people know who I am, things like that, because you never know, and it's really important to watch your surroundings. That's like the #1 thing my mom always taught me, is always pay attention to your surroundings. And there's a difference between being a creepy weirdo and being a weirdo like me in my YouTube videos. There's a difference. That was my story time from high school. If you've been in anything similar, please tell me, because I really want to see, you know, what you did to cope with things. I did see a therapist for a few months after that because I was really shaken up. I couldn't sleep. I was afraid somebody was watching me through my bedroom. So like that stuff kind of freaks you out. And so I really want to see how other people kind of got through their situations and circumstances. I know for me it's 4 or 5 years later. Still being able to talk about it really kind of keeps me strong and motivates me to grow from that experience. Please give me a comment below and let me know what kind of situation you've been in. If you're comfortable with sharing, you do not have to. Give me a thumbs up and like this video, or subscribe to my channel, and that can be accessible right down below or after this video. That concludes this video, and I wish you guys so much luck. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!